broadcasting from the heart of communist East Vancouver.
This is The Resistance. This is
The Dry Shave Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ivan Penaluna.
I'm Byron Bertram.
And on tonight's show,
From Russia with Lies.
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young broads in a schoolyard. Well, let me tell a joke.
I wanted this to be professional.
I don't gotta listen to this shit.
You certainly don't, pal. Because the good news is... Awesome!
With Byron Bertram and Ivan Penaluna.
all right. Nice to have you back, Byron.
Yeah,
Byron's
it's
back.
been a fucking couple months. Jesus Christ.
Can I do the song?
Sure.
Because you're back.
All right.
Can I do the song?
Yeah.
Chinese meat titty, Chinese motherfucking meat titty, Chinese meat titty, Chinese meat titty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. It's like a native Indian swing of me being a fat Chinese child.
All right, so welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
I've missed you.
Yeah, it's been a while. Geez, so
You've been all over the place, haven't you?
yeah, I've been thinking about you when I'm gone.
Yeah, how many times did you think about me?
Like at least 7.
So that's like, you're gone for like 2 months. That's like nearly once every 2 weeks.
I'm once every 2 weeks. It's just because I got notification like, oh, a new episode of the Dry Shave Show, and I could just picture you being like, fuck, you know?
Why would I be doing that?
I don't know. It's like, fuck, get your ass over here, Byron. We got fucking silent listeners that are counting on us.
Yeah, we got people who are depending on us.
We got no financial gain, and fucking silent listeners counting on us, and you're fucking off overseas. You
yeah, to make some money. To make some money and hang out with different people.
You fucking idiot.
You're letting the side down.
Yeah.
Could you feel me thinking that?
Yeah, I could. I could
You
feel
go all the way across the ocean?
Yeah, I was kind of frightened.
I was like going, fucking Byron.
Yeah.
Cunt. Every time you post a picture up on Facebook or social media, I bet you thought Ivan's going to be going, you fucking
Yeah, just sort of seedy resentment. And then I felt this weird sense of sort of guilt for no reason. I was like, shit.
Did you not feel the warmth that I was,
I felt, well, I don't know. Maybe
emanating from
I didn't know
body,
what I was feeling from
my psyche. My psyche was emanating warmth towards you.
Because I see these posts, and when it's hard to read text. It's like in an argument with your girlfriend. Are we arguing? Maybe we're not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because you can't read the tones. Sometimes,
Right.
Same with the articles you post. And it's like, Ivan must be really angry because he's posting another thing about Hillary Clinton's head or something like that.
Yeah,
So then I'm like, maybe
I'm not angry. I mean, I have a certain amount of loathing and vitriolic hatred towards these characters, but I mean, I'm not angry with them. I mean, they're
just deeply disappointed.
No, it goes beyond disappointment.
Yeah.
Disappointed is something that I am with you.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton comes into a different category. It's almost like you're subsonic, she's supersonic.
Right.
Beyond disappointment. So anyway, you've been away for the whole thing, right?
Yeah, man.
The Trump election.
I missed everything.
You missed everything. Where were you for Trump?
I was in London, but I was like, because I was getting really late, and the election kept going. So I was watching it online.
Whoa. Let's rewind because you're very good at this. Right. So you were staying up late.
Yeah.
Because it was super late, right?
It was super late. It was getting like 4 a.m.
And no one wants to stay up late to watch the election of Donald Trump in Britain, right?
Well, yeah, but but I had to get up early to go to Berlin the next day.
Oh, I see.
So then I was kind of, I was like watching most of them. I was like, holy shit, is he going to win? Looks like he's going to, and I kept like falling asleep and then waking up every like half an hour.
Right.
Checking, I'm like, holy shit, he actually won.
Yeah.
And I woke up my girlfriend. She didn't believe me that he won.
But she said, no, Byron, that didn't happen.
Yeah, she just didn't believe. Well, because everybody thought Hillary was going to win on math, the Vegas odds, everything.
Not everybody thought that Hillary was going to win. The mainstream media said Hillary's going to win.
Right.
And there's this great graph that you can see, and it's the projection for a Hillary win and a Donald Trump loss. And it goes through the months before and the days before, and then it comes to the day. And then this and
massive
they do
gap.
this massive, great big correction. It's a vicious trajectory correction,
Right.
of prediction. And it goes from, and they're like, shit, 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and then they're like, fuck. And then these points cross over, and then very quickly they have to go, nope, Donald Trump's going to be the next president of the United States.
Wow.
It's a sand timer on its side. That's
But
what it looks like.
I should have bet money. I mean, Vegas odds. I should have.
Yeah,
that's
of
the thing,
course.
as a sporting
Especially
guy.
in Britain.
Oh my
because
God, I should have
They
just.
were convinced that Hillary Clinton was going to win.
I would have cleaned up if I just put everything I owned on it.
Yeah, you never rang me up though, did you?
Because I was just I didn't believe anybody. I don't know. I'm just dead inside.
They wanted to convince everybody that Hillary's going to win, right? But here we go. As I was saying at the time, right? You have Donald Trump.
I thought she was
in.
going to win. Yeah.
But you had Donald Trump pulling in crowds of 10 to 30,000 people at a rally.
Yeah.
Every rally. I mean, that's Nuremberg fucking size crowds.
Yeah.
And then you had Hillary Clinton struggling to pull in 200.
Right.
I mean, you know, her vice president actually cancelled a gig because only 30 people turned up.
Really?
This is not.
That's unbelievable.
This is not. This is not a
good sign.
picture that reflects Hillary Clinton being elected to be the next president.
Yeah. Like when Obama was running, like,
Exactly.
Everybody's loving the guy.
He turns up, everybody fucking throws, you know, palms at his feet so we can walk on them, and you know. The biblical reference.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was there, and the guy I was staying with, Mark, he was he's a socialist, but he's a champagne socialist. But no, he's too cheap to buy the champagne. He's like a box wine socialist.
No. He's a champagne socialist who drinks other people's champagne.
Yeah, no, in fact, he doesn't even drink anybody else's champagne because he worries about everybody else spending money. Like, so he's just, who knows what he is.
Well, if he's worried about other people spending money, why does he vote for socialist candidates? Because basically they're going to spend everybody's money.
Right.
That's going to make him really anxious.
Yeah.
Oh, it should do.
I know.
You know, if you were anxious about people spending money, why would you vote for a socialist or even a left-leaning candidate? Because that's true. That's exactly the first thing they're going to do.
I mean, because he doesn't even buy a bike helmet, let alone fucking new tires for his bald fucking...
Yeah, because bike helmets are expensive and brains are cheap.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't buy lights for his bike. He's a millionaire, and he'll just, drive back in the dark with no fucking helmet, no lights, bald tires. It's like, because it's too expensive to fucking...
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Let alone take a fucking bus or,
No.
So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a great role model. So you will learn a lot off him, yeah?
So yeah, he's actually he's my best friend there.
So anyway, you were there with your girlfriend as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you didn't really need me.
Yeah, I mean, I had my girlfriend and I was doing comedy most nights, and everybody's whining. So yeah, Mark was coming in his underwear.
Everybody's whining about Donald Trump.
Everybody, Mark was coming in his underwear late at night, just periodically, just waking up anxiously, being like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, Trump's gonna win. What are you gonna do?"
So he didn't actually dedicate the evening to it. He would go to bed and then get up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he had to get up early, but he was still worried enough to get up. So he kind of cared enough. I guess. I don't know.
So anyway, let's get to the point of the show that we've been through a long list of people who the Democratic Party and the establishment and Hillary Clinton blamed for all of this. And Barack Obama, he's on board now as well. But now they've settled on one culprit, haven't they? And that culprit is... Russia, right, managed to do what the Democratic Party couldn't do with its own voting machines.
Yeah.
Somehow managed to swing the election for Donald Trump. So here's an entity, a foreign government that has no control over the mechanism within the country, has no control over the voting machines, unlike the Democratic Party and the incumbent government at the moment, right? And somehow managed to swing this election via its fake news media, which actually happens to be the real news,
Well, they're saying because he planted all this stuff in WikiLeaks and stuff like that.
Well, WikiLeaks
is that what it was?
Yeah, well, WikiLeaks have already come out and said the Russians know this is not a Russian leak. It's not the Russians. So here's the thing: the liberal press were believing WikiLeaks until this election cycle, and now all of a sudden they're not believing WikiLeaks.
Right. I guess it just just depends on the time of the day.
If you're a liberal nowadays, you have to say, well, WikiLeaks is false news.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Fake news.
They're spreading disinformation on WikiLeaks because none of that shit's true. Because Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and their state propaganda apparatus haven't told us that stuff's true. In fact, they've told us that stuff's a lie.
So, you only got one more month of this stuff, right? So then what's going to happen once Trump takes over?
Well, once Trump takes over, then they're in trouble because they're trying to stop him. There's also a story out in the last couple of days that electoral college voters have been the victims of pressure in the form of emails and even death threats. No one knows where these death threats are coming from. Obviously, they're not coming from the Russians, but people seem to think that they're coming probably from the CIA. And they're receiving death threats in order to be persuaded not to vote for Donald Trump on Monday.
So who are the electoral or college voters, though? I mean, because Pyro might have some insight in that.
A lot of the threats are actually coming from just random psycho leftists and things like that. But the way it works in the States is in order to prevent the cities from basically dominating the election, which would basically be New York, LA, and Chicago and Washington, D.C., like where you have like maybe 3 or 4 or 5
Atlanta.
main cities that determine the popular vote for the country, essentially, in order to stop them from basically enslaving the rest of the nation. Founding fathers decided they were going to do this electoral college thing. So you basically, I think it's for every congressional district, there's one elector assigned. So for most states, it's winner takes all of the state popular vote.
Right.
And then I think there's 3 or 4 that allow it to be split or whatever. But most states, I think it's 26 states, have laws where if on election day it's determined that the electors from your state are voting for candidate X, then as an elector, your duty is essentially ceremonial. You go in and you vote for candidate X. Because that's sort of the thing. You can face charges if you don't. In certain other states, there aren't laws like that. You could, in theory, be what they call a faithless elector, but really you're not going to be very popular if you do that, because you're essentially subverting the will of the people of your state that you represent. I think there was at least one elector saying they were going to be a faithless elector, but I don't remember all the details because I saw another report that said the one that was saying, I'm going to vote against Trump came from a state where he was obligated to vote for Hillary Clinton anyway, so what difference does it make?
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all Russia's fault.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to know what you've got to do in the next 15 seconds is get a laugh out of that.
Yeah, Russia.
Right. Excellent.
Why do you always blame me? I don't do anything.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This must be the cheapest campaign ever waged by Russia.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they spent nothing. They got the CIA to do all the work, and then they get blamed for it. And they go, okay, we paid for all this shit, but we're going to give you the credit.
It's like a petty Cold War.
Yeah. It's petty Cold War.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. It's lukewarm war.
Yeah, lukewarm war. Now that Trump be in, and then he's nominated with the Secretary of State, big ExxonMobil guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets along with Putin well. They're old buddies. They're drinking buddies.
They're like, they have one thing in common, and that is they fucking hate Islamic radicals and they hate Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's shitting themselves right now.
They're smoking cigars, drinking cognac, banging fucking, who knows, babushka girls.
Yeah, that's it. You're having a bunga Silvio Berlusconi party.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's what they're going to be doing. They're going, hey, everybody's high-fiving.
Yeah, so if anything, I mean, that's good diplomacy.
Yeah, they're going to be down in Silvio Berlusconi's network of caves.
Yeah, I know, and then they're like, okay, well, they're saying, well, this guy ain't qualified to be Secretary of State because he doesn't have any governor experience. Yeah, but he runs like one of the biggest companies in the world. I mean, like George Bush was president. What did he do? He fucking got fired for managing the fucking Texas Rangers.
Yeah, he ran an oil company.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever your background. I mean, Ronald Reagan was an actor.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of his most popular movies featured a chimp.
Yeah. And stuff him to be president.
You could say nowadays they go, he's not fit to be president.
Yeah, well, but they're just like, yeah, well, Donald fucking didn't have any government experience.
Hillary Clinton was a lifelong career criminal.
Yeah.
Obama was a community organizer.
Yeah.
For 16 years.
Yeah.
Used to run a bring and buy sale. Used to run a soup kitchen.
He used to fucking run a lemonade stand to raise money for Goldman and Sachs.
Yeah, used to run the borrow a gun stall in Chicago. Hey guys, you need to borrow a gun? Yeah, but dude, just for like 15 minutes. Okay, here you go. Sign it out, sign it back in. Hey, you're doing some great work down here, Barack, in Chicago. Yeah, we're keeping that murder rate well healthy, above 1,000 a year. But you know what it is? It's all those bad white people with legal guns. They're the people who are really, really dangerous. These black kids that I'm lending guns to, they're salt of the earth people. They need these guns. This is part of their identity. We're keeping a lot of hospitals open with this program.
We're keeping private hospitals open.
That's what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here in Chicago, and that's what I've been doing for the last 16 years, lease lend guns. Barack Obama's lease lend gun program. Just the motherfuckers.
Shit. Hey,
borrow a gun, shoot a bro.
Is that your impression of Barack Obama?
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, there you go.
It's almost as good as your Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Justin Trudeau. Barack Obama.
I'm Justin Trudeau. I'm here with. Have you seen that picture of him with Gian Gameshi?
Yeah. You post that on your Facebook every other week.
It looks like he's leaning into a couple of ladies and saying, "Hey, ladies, would you ladies like a drink?"
Yeah, totally.
This is my friend Gian. We got a special night planned for you. I'm going to elbow you in the tit, and he's going to punch the fuck out of you before gagging you on his cock. I won't do that because I'm a gentleman.
Yes.
And I'm married to Sophie, and she'd kill me.
It's a passive-aggressive date rape party.
Yeah.
He's
So
gonna
anyway,
sit
we
there
better.
watch and jerk off.
Yeah, he's just going to go in the corner.
Yeah, totally.
He's
I
going,
read all
"Hey,"
about it in
he's going
Chantilly
like-
magazine.
He's going to be like, yeah, sure. Chantilly magazine. You know how excited that gets me. You know, it's like Gian Gameshi stood there smacking around the face with his dick, and he's going, hey, Justin, do you want some of this? And he's going, no, I'm good. I'm good. I can't have Sophie find out about this shit, or else she'll talk about it in Chantilly magazine.
Do you know Chatelaine magazine started following Dress Show on Twitter?
Oh, really?
No.
Fuck, that'd be
That
great.
would be great, though.
That would be so good. Chantilly.
Chantilly magazine, yeah. Slap him in the face, pray for Sophie. Give her
Well,
4 new maids.
Oh, God, that got quite sober in the middle of that, but now we're back to our drunken normal self.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, better wrap this up and go to the fucking news.
Yeah, let's go. The fucking news.
This is the fucking news.
All right, go. In 5, 4. I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
This is the fucking news.
Fucking thing sucks.
All right, well, first story. As you all know, a lot of people have the post-election blues, like your buddy and whatnot. And you know you have the post-election blues real bad when you don't even have the energy to get wasted on the company dime anymore. Such is the case for at least a few companies in the American entertainment and fashion industries that are canceling their company Christmas or holiday or winter parties in the wake of their voodoo goddess Hillary failing to become supreme dictator. New York City fashion PR firm LaForce was so despondent and disappointed that they can no longer have their Santa Hillary victory party, wherein the dress code was, quote, patriotically attired. And they issued a statement saying, we envisioned an extra cheerful celebration of Hillary Clinton's presidency. Alas, election day did not go as we hoped. So it is with deep regret that we are canceling this year's party.
Oh, they're cancelling Christmas just because their candidate didn't win.
Yeah.
Aw.
Fuck.
And on the other left coast, the left coast, Hollywood PR firm Sunshine Sachs also just can't even
Contemplate Christmas without Hillary.
Yeah, exactly. Their CEO, Sean.
What's Christmas without Hillary? It's a question that every family across North America is asking this Christmas.
Well, where do you get the red decorations without dead babies?
Where I can't imagine a Christmas without Hillary as president.
No.
Can't.
Just the last 2,000 of them, but you know.
How did we survive? You know, how did Jesus die on the cross without Hillary being president?
Well, the fact that he managed to live long enough to be there is part of Hillary not
And
being
here's the
president.
ironic thing, you know, if you're looking for somebody who would kill every baby boy under the age of 2 in order for the Messiah not to be born, Hillary Clinton's your fucking girl.
Oh my God,
You know
she's
what?
the reincarnation of Herod.
She is.
You know what they need to do? I mean, you know, just like those people just need to get together, just grab Christmas by the pussy and fucking get on.
they need to grab New Year by the pussy.
Yeah.
Forget Christmas. It's been ruined.
Yeah, it's been ruined. A new year, a new pussy to grab.
Yeah.
Totally.
So they're upset.
Yeah.
They'll never be the same again.
They'll never be the same again. CEO Sean Sachs of the Hollywood PR firm said, I felt the morning after was nothing compared to how I felt talking to people in this office. Those who felt their citizenship in a matter of moments was gone or had been lessened. Being the diverse workplace we are, most of us felt under assault. And I like, if they're citizens, that's not affected, you dumbass. But
This sort of reminds me of like when the Canucks win or lose. Actually, it's sort of the same reaction. But mine is logical because my sports team lost, so therefore Christmas is counted.
Yeah, exactly. That's a quite reasonable, interpretation.
Yeah.
so
in
what you're saying
comparison.
is you haven't celebrated Christmas in your entire life.
I've never celebrated Christmas because a group of multimillionaire athlete douchebags, the IQ of fucking 12, just can't seem to deliver when I'm counting on them.
What Byron's trying to say is that he's Having a blue Christmas without you. It's gonna be a blue Christmas without the Canucks or Hillary. You know, it's sad that our happiness is dependent upon something as unreliable as the Vancouver Canucks, or as deeply un-Christmas as Hillary Clinton.
It's quite unfortunate, but that's just, I didn't write the rules. My emotions did. Okay.
Oh dear. What else have we got, Pyro?
Well, I thought you said you had a couple.
Oh, I've got one. Oh, have I got one? Yes. Here's a story. It's about Kanye West. Remember Kanye West a few weeks ago? He ended up in hospital.
Yeah.
Right? It's sectioned. Right? Kanye West goes off the rails, and it's all about the same time as the Pizzagate thing. We covered this in the last show that we did.
Yep.
I do think that Kanye's been drinking of the from the goblet of truth recently, hasn't he? He's saddling up to Trump, and he's like going, you know what? Yeah, okay, fair enough. You're the dude. You're the guy who's got all the information. You're the guy who we should be pinning our hopes on. I personally think that he's probably got some information because he is in the Hollywood and music industry insider. I mean, he's going to be privy to the information. I think that what's happened is that he's realized that Pizzagate is real.
Yeah.
That the world is run by satanic pedophiles, and that's tipped him over the edge.
Yeah.
And that's why
he had a nervous breakdown?
That's why he had a nervous breakdown.
It's because he's got a kid now. He was looking at his kid going, I don't want this kid to get fucked by Hillary Clinton in a couple years.
I think that
Granny's going to finger bang you.
I think he's taken Planet Ping Pong off the list for kiddies' parties. That's what he's definitely done. But I think he's on some sort of David Icke road to Damascus transformation here. I think that's what hospitalized him, is the realization that the world is as it really is. You know, he's basically
the hospitalization was people trying to stop him from realizing that.
Well, maybe that's what it was. I mean, maybe he got red pilled.
Yeah.
Well, ever since he saw the light, his hair's gotten blonder.
Yeah.
I think Kanye West may be going through some sort of severe transformation. You know, hopefully a bit more serious than the one that Russell Brand went through when he decided that he didn't want to be a dickhead anymore and he wanted to actually be a serious person.
Well, maybe, I wonder, the Kanye West, well, hopefully this will prevent him from canceling less shows.
Yeah, I mean, and let's face it, before this, Kanye West was a hopeless dickhead.
Yeah.
Everybody thought he was a ridiculous narcissist.
Well, who knows? Well, he still's probably a dickhead.
Of course.
You know, come on. Just because you like one candidate doesn't mean that you're just...
No. I'm saying it's bigger than that.
Down.
I'm saying that Kanye West had a red pill experience.
Right. So you think they show him like the actual real footage of the Kennedy assassination or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's something more severe than that. Yeah.
Right.
I think basically he's had a realization or somebody's told him something, or he's basically worked out that, yes, things are as we all in our darkest moment fear.
Right.
That's how the world works.
And a big white savior, or white knight savior is Donald Trump.
And Donald Trump is the only person who's standing against that right now.
Right. So, yeah, Kanye West. I mean, well, I think it's nice that Kanye is not going to run in 2020. He's going to give him 4 more years because after the meeting, he was like, I'll give you a second chance.
Did you see that?
2024.
Yeah, because then he was on his tweet. He's like, I'll give you 2 terms.
I'm going to give Donald 8 years before I take the presidency.
Before he was going to only give him 4, now he's going to give him 8.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the hottest wife to the White House anybody's ever seen.
Yeah.
We're going to be twerking on the lawn.
I know. Do you think Kim's hotter than Melania?
Yeah. Well, that's a personal thing for
because
me.
you like big ass booties, right?
Yeah. Well, that's, are you going to, I don't know, you know? But like Malia, be like having a baby seagull under the covers with you.
Yeah. Donald, I want more fries. I want more french fries, Donald.
See, we're incredibly sexist, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're judging people for their sexual appeal.
Yeah.
Not that everybody all over the world doesn't do that every moment of the day they're alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Well, only extreme right wingers do that kind of shit.
Yeah, and we enjoy it because we don't have to apologize for it.
Yeah, right.
We don't have to apologize for it.
Well, I always consider myself more left leaning, but I'm also a sexist, so I'm confused politically.
Yeah, exactly. You're part of the new fash wave, aren't you?
Yeah.
We'll get that's another thing we can talk about. But anyway, that's what I have to say about Kanye West. I also have another story here, and that is that.
So Kanye's in your good books now, eh?
You know what? No, Kanye's basically Kanye's in the first ring or level of purgatory.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, that's
so
what he is.
He's moving up.
He's moving up.
Okay,
he's moved out of hell into purgatory.
I see. Right.
Okay. There's also another story this week, and that is the news. This is just a couple of days old, that Facebook is going to start censoring or giving users, the option of censoring stuff and flagging it as fake news. So what you're going to have on your Facebook feed from now on is a little thing saying, haha, fake news. And you can just press fake news and you can, deride something and say, that's rubbish, it's fake news. And a lot of people might be thinking, well, that's great, because every time I read a CNN or an article in the Washington Post, I'll just press fake news. But guess what? Facebook ain't working like that. No, they ain't, sir. Because what they're going to do is they're saying, well, Huffington Post, Washington Post, New York Times, you don't have that option with those, because those are the real news that we've said are real. Only the fake ones that we're giving the options of, well, the ones that don't agree with us, those are the ones that you can flag as fake news. Hey, and who's to say that we won't create our own algorithms to flag those as fake news anyway? But anyway, it gets better. You think that isn't bad enough? That isn't boiling your blood enough yet, listeners? It gets better. Who is going to decide what is fake news? Well, they've got together a group of arbitration news providing services, and they're going to decide whether an article is real, whether it has any merit or not. And one of the services, one of the providers that's going to provide this service is Snoops. Snoops.
Snoop's dog?
Snoops, the liberal news service provider. I mean, probably the flagship of fake news on electronic media would be Snoops. Their tagline is "Rumor has it." So why the fuck would you give any time to anything that they produce?
I think it was even PolitiFact and some of the other left-leaning fact checkers have previously said that Snopes, however you want to say it, is known to never be right about political stuff. They're right about, does the guy with the hook come and kill couples necking in the woods? But once it gets to political stuff, they've been proven to lie every single fucking time.
That'd be like a World Cup final game between England and Nazi Germany and the referees from Vichy, France.
No. It'd be basically like a World Cup final game between Britain and Nazi Germany, and the referee is Joseph Goebbels.
Yeah.
Eddie knows nothing about the game.
Knows nothing about the game. All right, that's a great analogy.
They can have the Vichy French there as the cheerleaders doing the can on the side.
The audience with their little handheld devices pressing fake news are all Vichy French.
So I hope they don't flag The Onion, because that's the only thing I read.
Well, that was also listed as being a fake news site, as was The Spectator. And people had to point out, The Onion is satire. And at which point the leftists went, what's satire?
Well, but if it's fake news, I wonder, could people tag me personally when I'm like, hey, my career's on fire? Fake news.
Yeah, people could do that.
And well, that's not nice.
Well, then Snoops could look at it and say, what's your profile? Are you a right-winger? I think we should flag this as fake news.
Well, I don't consider myself a right winger, so maybe my news.
Well, maybe you're
guilt by association.
Guilt by association.
By association.
But I got friends that are right wingers. So
you run a podcast with with people who are right wingers.
Yep.
So therefore, I'm a sympathizer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a right-wing sympathizer.
You're incredibly sexist and racist, according to the liberals. So
that's true.
I mean, you basically are a target straight away. I mean, we can't do anything for you. Because you don't own the shit and you apologize for it, we can't help you. If you actually owned it and said, my honesty and my openness about this is my shield, then they couldn't touch you.
Right.
But because you apologize for it, all of their weapons can injure you.
So stop apologizing.
Yeah, stop apologizing and fucking own it.
Fuck you,
They get confused when people don't apologize because it's like, what now?
Yeah, because they haven't got any power. They need you to feel bad and feel the social...
Sounds just like a relationship with a woman.
Yeah, they need you to feel bad. If you say, fuck you, I don't care how you feel or what you say, then they go, oh, fuck, well, I've got two choices, leave or put up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll still keep screaming Nazi and pointing at you, but after a while, they kind of move on to something that actually bleeds and cries.
No one cares.
Yeah,
right?
they'll need to find, fresh organic substances to fucking attack.
Yeah. So anyway, Facebook's going to be having this crackdown, and they've chosen as the police service to oversee this Snoops, which is hilarious. Like I say, I think people really should start looking at leaving Facebook. It's a shockingly. I mean, where are we right now? We're in pantomime propaganda territory. We really are now.
Yeah.
I mean, how can people put up with this? I mean, I'd love to hear liberal defenses of the level of transparent panto propaganda that we're being subjected to right now.
It's okay because you're a racist.
Well,
That's their
exactly.
defense.
You know,
basically.
and what I would say is that you're fucking idiots. And there will be a day of reckoning. And when there is, you know, the likes of fucking Snoops and Salon, you know, don't complain if they get put up against a wall and fucking shot. Really don't. Because that's where we're going, guys.
By right-wing death squad
The
commanders.
right-wing death squad's wearing nice, cool sunglasses. They're going to be fucking pulling that shit.
Eastern Soviet bloc style.
Oh, it's going to be a fucking great
Yeah,
day.
I
Uzbekistani
thought
fucking...
at the meeting we discussed it was going to be ropes and lampposts.
It's ropes
more
and lampposts.
environmentally friendly than leaving shell casings around.
Yeah, well,
That's good.
I just think that, you know, there's going to be quite a lot.
You want to have environmentally friendly hippie death squads.
Biodegradable twine.
Let's fucking kill them all with hemp.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
you'll be able to recognize us by our cool sunglasses and Second World War Soviet weaponry. Anyway, so that's it for me for this week. Have you got anything else, guys? You got one, Byron?
Oh yes, I do. Fuck. I mean, this is this should have been our biggest story for sure. It's
Well-
Mick Jagger having another kid.
Fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't get bigger than that.
Well, how old is he?
He's like
older than-
fucking. He's 100.
He's older than George
37.
Soros.
No, he's like Kirk Douglas's uncle.
Kirk
Douglas
is
just turned 100. Kirk
Is he
Doug-
dead yet?
No, he just turned 100 years old.
Right.
He's telling 2016 to get fucked. Kirk Douglas is so badass. He's just like, fuck you,
Yeah.
2016.
What, yeah,
Eat a bag of dicks.
2016?
You're killing off all these 69-year-olds. I got 31 years on you. Eat it.
Yeah, he killed David Bowie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did Spartacus. He wasn't even born.
No.
You
Kill
know?
fucking, yeah, you killed Alan Thicke.
Yeah,
That's some growing pains for you.
yeah.
But yeah, no, he's still alive. But anyway, yeah. So Mick Jagger, 73, just had a kid with some 29-year-old, and it gets even funnier. He's a great grandfather as well.
Brilliant.
And to make things even, he's got 8 kids, and to make things even funnier, after he had the kid, he dumped the 29-year-old for a 27-year-old Russian model.
Brilliant.
Where
Yeah.
does he keep finding all these blind girls?
Well, I don't know if they're blind because they could obviously see his fucking checkbook balance.
I guess so, but they gotta look. Are they the ones going, let's do it doggy style and no mirror in front?
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, pretty much.
So,
And then when he's shagging him, you know, she's like, he's got moves like Kirk Douglas. Got moves like Kirk Douglas. Got moves like Kirk
moves
Douglas.
like Kirk Douglas.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Oh dear, that's
So, yeah.
Sponsored by Viagra.
Now I'm mixed feelings of this. As a man, I feel like for one side of me, maybe that's the left sort of leaning side of me, or just I don't know, male brain, whatever. I don't know if it's political. I think like this is, that's so fucking foul. That's so gross. He's got like 44 years on this girl. Knocks her up, and then leaves her for somebody he's 2 years even younger. And I'm like,
Yeah, but you
he's
know-
a disgusting pig. But then second to me is just like, you know what? I'm 38 years old. This is really, really, really inspiring.
it's inspiring, and
Because
also
I have if I just get a little bit of money, I could have a very bright
well,
future.
you can have whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, my question to that 27-year-old Russian model is, what first attracted you to the millionaire Mick Jagger?
Yeah,
You know, what was it? The fact that he's Mick Jagger, or was it his bank account?
yeah.
You know, really.
He's very
it's-
funny, have good sense of humor.
I'm
I
sure he
swear.
does have a good sense of humor, but whether a 27-year-old Russian model would appreciate that is another thing.
Yeah.
No, but that's what she's going to say.
Yeah.
We have similar taste in movies. We have a lot to talk about for life experience. Very similar outlook. We have mutual interest in weather and organic surroundings.
Organic surroundings.
This is what made me love him. Do you know he's famous and he's rich? No, I just thought he was old.
Yeah. I met him on train station.
Yeah.
He was fumbling through bag looking for change. I helped him out of kindness of my own heart.
I don't know what it was.
I thought he was a pauper. He was pretending to be pauper to find a girl with a good heart. That's what he told me. Oh dear.
No, I'm joking. I'm gold digging whore.
So anyway, on that note, you George Costanza in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
aren't you?
exactly.
3 punchlines there. Okay, so we got one more story to go, Pyro. This one's from you, right?
Yes, and it is sad news out of the Calgary Zoo. Apparently, 7 of their Humboldt penguins were found dead in the back of the penguin exhibit.
Whoa, stop. Fucking told you about this, Byron. You've been
What?
away, but this is what she does. She does this, right? She has these feel-good, fucking fluffy stories.
It's
at the
not
end
a
of
feel
the
good.
night.
They drowned.
No. And
Well,
then,
Ivan hates animals, so he probably feels that's good.
So basically, when she does this, you got to stop her and tell her to go, because what we've got a load of paid ads that people are doing. Right? They're paying us to do
pirate.
it.
We don't
You
have
haven't
time
seen
for
any
this
of
shit.
your money yet. You haven't seen in the money.
No,
but
no.
I've got it.
Oh, you got,
yeah.
okay. Yeah,
And so
pirate,
pirate.
none of this garbage.
Yeah, get onto the ad.
Okay. Anyways, well, the whole penguin incident happened in Calgary in December. One can easily see why the penguins would willingly drown themselves, but there's no need for you to do the same. Does winter weather and 24/7 horrid Christmas music got you down? Don't drown yourself in the penguin enclosure. Let our sponsor, Suicidal Adventure Touring, take you someplace nice and warm. Really warm. Like molten lava warm. Yes, Suicidal Adventure Touring has a deal for anyone who wants to get their toes nice and toasty for a change. Walk the edge of the lovely Kilauea Lava Lake in beautiful Hawaii. Wear your best bikini and flip-flops because this trip is hotter than hell. Literally. Our guides will lead you past all those, pesky barriers, warning signs, all that crap, right to the edge of the lava lake where you can be the warmest you've ever been, especially if the crust is particularly crumbly that day. Anyways, Dry Shave Show listeners get a free plastic lei and 15% off with the promo code Jack Frost.
Wow, those guys are fucking verbose, aren't they? They put together a really good advert. And they're paying us a lot of money, so a lot of people must be going on these things. So, ladies and gentlemen, they are very popular. If you want to go on these holidays, please get in contact with our tour sponsor.
Yep.
Byron, do you want to go on one of those?
Yeah. I mean,
Where'd you
I
last
was
go?
just actually in Alberta. I could use a tan. In Alberta, let me tell you about Alberta. Oh my God. It is like, it was minus 20 there. I was just in Calgary. That's why those penguins died, because even they're like, we're used to the Antarctic, but this is fucked. All right. And in Alberta, it's like what is it? Like, it's like a Russian gulag with less culture and more Tim Hortons. Right? It's fucking horrible. I feel for those penguins. Anyway, yeah, pour some lava on me. This weather sucks.
Okay, and now we're going to go to This Week in History.
Yep.
So what have you got for us, Pyro?
Okay, well, it's kind of a story of a horrible crime against humanity. In 1961, you know that horrible song, The Lion Sleeps Tonight? Stop it.
That one?
That's
the one.
Kill both of
All right, it's not Arabic.
I don't know, he might be onto something. Anyways, The Tokens is the band, and they unleashed that in 1961 this week. And I personally think its popularity in the United States is what led to the Bay of Pigs showdown, because the commies just decided, if you guys are listening to this, it's time to put you out of your misery, nuke you.
Yeah, here's the thing. And it was actually the soundtrack to Princess Anne's tour of Southern Africa in the early 1970s. I remember watching it on TV. But more recently, there was a remake of that in 1982. It was done by a band called Tight Fit, who were outrageously Milo gay for the day. And anyway, so Tight Fit, they resurrected it in 1982, but it hasn't had much action recently, has it?
That song?
Oh, it comes back in kiddie cartoons and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's the thing that won't die.
Didn't what Guns N' Roses do a cover of that?
No.
Welcome to the jungle, Wimmo way.
You know, I was playing
That's a different song.
Oh
I was
shit! I'm
playing
not
it
good with
as,
music.
as one of the songs for the England campaign.
Oh, was it
Yeah, I was playing it. It's kind of like an England song.
in the jungle, the mighty jungle?
Yeah.
Well, like,
The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Oh, that didn't fucking help the result, did it?
No, it didn't.
No,
No, it
fucking
didn't.
England.
All right, so I've got one here. Do you want to hear mine?
Sure.
I've gone a little bit out into the weeds with these, but here we go. Bear with me. 1731. Do you remember back that
yeah,
way?
that was a good year.
Yeah, it was a good year, wasn't it? 1731. The Dutch people revolt against a meat tax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So obviously there was a tax on meat, and they were like, "Fuck this shit."
Fuck that shit.
No, they don't talk like that.
Oh, they don't?
Do it again.
God damn, I'm from Rotterdam. My name is Vandervoort Shizzle Dizzle.
How come all Dutch people talk like fucking
Gangsters?
no?
Oh, no. Like people in Louisiana from
Yeah.
2016?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something I
What is it?
decided.
Is there like a connection?
Yeah, no, well, I don't know.
Is that
No.
just more Bill Cosby than anything else?
Yeah.
So anyway, so Dutch people, do it again.
My name
No!
is Hubert Vandervoort.
So anyway, they had a meat tax, and they went,
Yeah.
"Fuck this shit, motherfucker! not fucking paying no meat tax.
I got paid enough for this goddamn windmill and this goddamn red light district tranny.
Fucking hate clogs.
Yeah.
I fucking hate wooden shoes, motherfucker. I can't wait till somebody invents some rubber. Then I can get myself some trainers. You know, it's like playing basketball in clogs. They ain't got no bounce.
Yeah, 3-point shot off a windmill.
Oh, dear.
So
was
the
that
meat
offensive
tax.
enough?
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
So, they rebelled against the meat tax.
If you're offended, as usual, just keep it to yourself. All
Keep
comments.
it to yourself.
As usual, keep it to yourself,
Yeah,
listeners.
yeah.
I don't think anybody who listens to the show regularly gets offended.
No, they don't.
If they do, it's
We've
just...
weeded out all those people.
No,
No, we have some tards on Facebook who don't listen to the show who complain about shit we post.
Yeah, well, they're very bored people.
Yeah, they got far too much time on their hands. They need to get a hobby.
Yeah.
Not hating us.
Do your own
Or
podcast
it's
that
like-
nobody fucking comments
If
on.
they have hands and they have an internet connection to complain on our Facebook, they can easily get a hobby. There's a lot of porno out there.
Exactly.
It's more
But I mean, that
productive.
only takes a few minutes.
Yeah. No, some people invest, they do some research.
They need to
invest
learn
some
then
time.
how to edge so they can just spend all day wanking,
Yeah.
and never post on our Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, like when you're watching porn, you just cut the halfway through and that's the shot. And then just fucking back to
Well,
Facebook.
you have a rather unimaginative and unfulfilled relationship with porn.
He's all about the efficiency.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm busy. I've got to go back to sleep so I can get up 5 minutes late for somebody coming round.
Yeah.
When it's -6 out.
Yeah. I want to watch an obscure documentary about fucking Edward VII get a massage and be late for an appointment that I was supposed to, that people are counting on me for the last month.
And then I've got to close the train track in Yaletown.
Gotta get close the train track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your headliner for tonight. Woo! Everybody's got the attention span of a fucking goldfish. Have you guys been doing coke? It's fucking Yaletown, buddy. Oh, your headliner. You're going to love him. If you've got the attention span to listen to a sentence, you're going to love this guy. All the way from
And if you
Beach
don't-
Avenue, ladies and gentlemen.
If you don't,
All
don't
the way
worry
from
about
Gay Town, it's Byron Bertram.
it. What? I'm on Instagram with
Fucking, he's here to introduce a meat tax. Now, it ain't what you think it is. Us Dutch people, we hate the meat tax. But let me tell you now, Byron Bertram's here to convince you of its merits.
You know what
Are
I
you
like?
digging my Dutch accent?
You know what I like about our This Week in History? Not only are they entertaining, but they're extremely historically accurate. This is now fucking Facebook. You better not tag our fucking history as fake news.
No, do you know what? We better wrap this one up. We've got to go to Snowflake of the Week. We haven't done Snowflake of the Week yet with you, but
No, we haven't.
we've got a theme tune for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Snowflake of the Week. Cry babies, cry babies, cry babies, what you crying about? Cry babies, cry babies, cry babies, what you crying about? Do you like that?
Yeah, it's pretty catchy.
Yeah, I can do it.
I like the
Perfect
chorus
every time.
and I really like the bridge.
Yeah.
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 So anyway, who's the snowflake of the week?
Okay, let me do it
Alright.
again.
Okay.
Snowflake of the Week. That's them crying if you hadn't guessed.
Oh, okay,
If
right.
you're from Holland
Right.
and you're having trouble understanding accents.
So I don't know what the snowflake this is. That's my Dutch accent.
No, I love the other one. The other one was
but
there you
there you
go.
go, that's-
right.
I'm
Pirate.
from The Hague. Shit.
I'm from Follow, motherfucker. Follow. Right, what have we got, Pyro?
All right. Well, the University of Wisconsin in Madison recently held a Hijabi for a Day event to normalize the hijab on our predominantly white campus.
You got to prepare yourself for that cultural enrichment. It's coming,
Exactly.
baby.
Naturally, the Muslim Student Union was behind this, though they pinky swear it's not part of their conversion efforts or anything.
Yeah,
because
Islam's never been known for such a thing.
no. And hijabs are worn by individuals who wish to be modest, showcase their internal beauty, and also for spiritual purposes.
Yep.
Plus, because their dads will give them an acid bath if they don't. But, oops, shit, did I say that out loud? Anyway, the plan didn't run into one hilarious hiccup when other social justice warrior snowflakes on campus expressed concerns that Hijabi for a day amounted to cultural appropriation.
Oh dear, not that one again. They should put that on a pizza.
They probably do.
Yeah.
So
Gotta get
basically,
the kids young.
this is getting confusing. This is the left eating its own shit and then shitting it out again, and then eating the fucking shit again, and then shitting it out again until
Well,
it's
they are
just a
environmentalists.
dry little fucking
They're all about
pebble
recycling.
of ridiculous ideological intent.
Although they kind of ended up being accidentally right, because the social justice warriors were saying that they felt that hijabi for a day was problematic.
Yeah, what
And
they should
it
be is
but
hijabi for
totally
life.
different reasons.
Hijabi for life.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Don't adopt it for a day. Adopt it for the rest of your life. That's not called cultural appropriation. That's called doing the right thing. That's called
convert or die.
conversion. It's called conversion. Let's say this 3 times. We lost Byron's interest now.
So yeah, so people they're just getting offended on other people wearing hijabs on behalf of them.
No,
They're okay, so the Muslims are trying to get the white girls to wear them
Okay.
and
because
whatnot.
that's good for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then other people are saying
The
that
other
it's
white
offensive
people-
that the white girls are doing it because it's
white girls are
cultural
offended
appropriation.
on behalf of the Muslims who want the white girls to wear them.
No, the other white people are saying the white girls shouldn't wear it because it's cultural appropriation.
It's
Right.
like it's racist because they're doing something. And then, of course, the Muslims were having to say it's not a cultural thing; it's a religious thing.
See, the
It's
white
like,
people
Oh,
who
so
are
you're
pro-
admitting it now.
So the white people who are protesting against it and saying this is cultural appropriation don't actually appreciate the fact that the Muslims are really trying to convert people and open them up to the idea of wearing a hijab. They miss
Or
that
else they'll
point
carry-
completely because they don't live in a world where that's a reality. They just live in a world where if you
They're
wear
just getting
something
You
offended
can wear
on
a
behalf-
stuff,
sparkly scarf on your head.
yeah,
They're just getting offended on behalf of them for trying to get them.
Yeah,
to
they're
Yeah,
just-
because you're saying whites who participated
Yeah.
in are racist.
So these are two individually centric worlds colliding and not appreciating each other's point of view.
Yeah.
And they both exist on the left. It's part of the aggregation fallacy thing.
So it's like me getting offended at a black guy for wearing a Klan hood on behalf of making fun of the KKK.
It's
No, I
like the
don't
cake.
know. That's a bit
I don't know.
obscure.
It's going to be
Or
hard to
if the
navigate.
black
that
guy
one.
was doing it as a sincere show of solidarity.
Right. So, yeah, but it's the same thing with me in comedy too. We talk about all the time. Like I'll do the Asian voice, and white people get offended on behalf of the Chinese people that think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
The
don't
Chinese
appreciate.
think it's great.
And the
They
Chinese
don't
people love
appreciate that you're trying to make people Chinese when you do that.
it. But actually, I'm trying to get everybody to convert
Convert to Chineseism.
to Chineseism.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. I mean, you're converting people to Chineseism.
Yeah.
You know,
So
if
anything-
you can't have the look, at least you can behave like them,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Totally.
So that's what you're trying to get people to do. But the people who are crying racist
That's
don't
why
appreciate.
I'm doing the best
that-
I can. I just bought 5 houses last week and left them all empty.
Yeah, exactly,
So I'm trying to behave like
Yeah,
them because
you're
I want to
trying
show
to-
how not racist I am.
exactly.
But you have to start street racing too. Because
Yeah.
you are a man, so
That's
you
it.
got to have the
Mhm.
souped up little Honda.
Yeah, and then what you got to do is with your house is you got to import one grandma, right, to
Right.
live in the kitchen while you bugger off back to Hong Kong to do your work,
Yeah.
right? And just leave the kid with the access to the bank account and a Maserati
Yeah.
with an N sign on it. That's not racist.
No, not
That's
at all.
just a stereotype.
Yeah.
because it works.
Yeah.
It's a cliche because it's true.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
go into Richmond and tell the white people to go home.
Yeah.
Go home. This is
One
Richmond,
time.
motherfucker. Have you not seen the signs?
Yeah, yeah.
There's
White
none of
people
them in
go
English.
home. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to go home because I'm racist.
Right.
That
Yeah.
actually happened to my brother one time. Some altercation in the superstore parking lot, and this little 18-year-old Chinese guy said, "You go back where you come from."
Brilliant. Well, see, we can laugh about this because we're right wingers,
Yeah.
and we know that we'll have the last laugh.
Yeah, it's me. I'm just always on the fence, so I'm just going to be morally conflicted.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, we got to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every social justice snowflake story must end with, and then everyone clapped for them. So on the count of 3, everyone clap. 1, 2, 3.
Yay. Changing the world one post at a time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, I've been Ivan Penaluna.
I'm Byron Bertram.
I'm Pure Dracula.
We should be on the
Wait,
front
that-
of Chantilly
what a laugh.
magazine.
We should.
Chantilly magazine welcomes the Dry Shave Show. Move over, Sophie. There's some new dogs in town.
Is she like on the cover of Chantilly magazine like every other month?
Yeah, she's basically like, like Oprah Winfrey has Oprah,
Yeah.
and she's always on the fucking cover.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm surprised she has that many outfits and face changes to
She never
actually
ages.
choose from. Huh?
She never ages.
No, she doesn't.
At least
That's
on the
because
cover of
she
Oprah.
sucks Satan's cock.
Yeah.
But no, Sophie, basically Chantilly Magazine is Sophie's magazine.
Yeah.
She owns it. I mean, the Canadian taxpayer pays for that shit.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
It's Sophie's choice.
It's Sophie's choice. It's like CBC is Justin's.
Right.
That cost $675 million over a 5-year period.
What are you talking about? It's $1.8 billion a year as their budget from the tax dollars.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, $1.8 billion a year for CBC.
$1.8 billion a year for
Granted,
CBC.
that's including the radio, so maybe CBC TV is only
No, but hang on a minute.
675.
I want to look at it as a whole. $1.8 billion a year. That is a very expensive state propaganda apparatus.
$1.8 billion a year just to play reruns of The Simpsons?
Pretty much. I mean, that
Fucking
covers
what a
the
shit
radio.
Where the
so
fuck
it's
does that money
reruns
go?
of The Simpsons and Mozart
Oh my
on the
God.
radio.
You know what? I
don't. The radio's okay. I don't mind the radio. Well, especially when they
Although I
have a
don't
rapist
think
on.
it should be taxpayer funded.
No, only if you fucking put a rapist on air. Then I'll